Hey everyone. I put you in. I did. Today is January the 3rd, 2025. The first edition of A Mother's Broken Struggle. I'm here with Pamela Wilson.
You should have said
Pam, a big sister, a mentor, shoulder to cry on. This is a lady that can give you all the pointers that you need. Today we're here to talk about Martez Stevenson, better known as Tez, a loving young man that I knew him of. I wouldn't say I raised him, but you know, growing up, he was like my little boyfriend. A bright young man. I used to always just see him riding his bike, riding their bikes on the sidewalk. They had a curfew or couldn't come outside.
Yeah.
But I'm here with Pam, and I just want to talk about Martez and the life that he had. What was 20, 22?
Yeah, he was 22.
22 years of age. How you feeling today?
Oh, you know what? I had a lot of breakdowns today. I've been breaking down a lot today about my son.
Are you at my TikTok?
I was breaking.
Yeah.
I'm breaking down a lot today.
I know for me, it seemed like kind of a deja vu because your son was, passed away a couple of months before mine. So it was like I would call and check on you, text you, getting on the nerves. I know I was, but it was only from the heart, from me having to now the roles been switched.
I want to elaborate on that part right there when you said how you was checking on me every day, even if it wasn't verbally. The text messages meant so much, but it is so crazy how you was doing these things and then months later it happened to you, but you was doing it and checking on me and being there for me like as if I don't want it to be me. So let me treat her in a way because I don't want to experience it, and it's so crazy that you end up experiencing it. I wouldn't wish it on nobody.
But you know what? I think I did it so much because the passion of you being a mother, even raising them as a single parent growing up, like I knew how I wanted to raise my kids because she raised her boys, both of them, Martez and Ali, so close. Like they didn't even need friends. That's how close she raised them. Like she will jump hurdles for hers. And I was a little girl, 15, 16, 17, before I even had kids. Like, it was just amazing, like the mother that she was growing up. You know, we grew up.
I'm gonna say something about that being a single mom, because I used to say I'm not having kids unless they have the same father and he play a major part in their lives. Well, they dad played a major part in their lives until the day he passed. Like he played a major part in their lives. It was just, I don't know, like this energy in the spiritual realm is real, because it seemed like even though I was a single mother after he passed, it was like his presence was still there motivating me to let me know you're not by yourself. Even though you don't see me, I'm still here with you, because I remember when Martez, their dad passed, they were 1 and 2. I'll never forget it. My brother, I had left our house. We were living in U City. I just had to leave. I needed a break. I couldn't deal with it. So we went to my mom's house. She stayed on Arbor. But I think I don't know if I had moved back over there and got my own place. I don't remember. But my brother, he said, pay attention to Martez, because I was like in another world when they dad passed. I just couldn't believe it. I'm like, I got 2 kids. I said I wasn't having kids unless this man is just in my life, and I couldn't believe it. He had passed. I was gone, like just gone. My brother said, pay attention to Martez. He said he'd be over there. It was like the Arbor Courts. He would always go over in this corner and use the bathroom. And I would fuss at him and be like, why are you using the bathroom? My brother said, pay attention to him. I don't know who he be talking with, but he be over there using the bathroom like he talking with somebody. And I had asked him, one day I had asked him, I said, who you be over there talking with when you be over there using the bathroom, and I asked you to stop it? He said, they called him Dad. He said, Dad, I didn't have to potty train him. It was mind blowing, him or Ali. I didn't have to potty train him. They used to scare me. They used to be like he was there. They would see him, and it was like he was still. It sound weird, and people may say she crazy, but when I tell you, it was weird. Like, I didn't even have to potty train them. It was like they dad's spirit was still manifesting itself. It's crazy. I think about my son a lot, about me telling him to stay out that neighborhood. Stay away from him.
I remember, Larry used to tell me, my kid's father used to be like, it ain't right down there. You know what I'm saying? Like,
his dad, I remember his dad, I think I was pregnant with Ali. And I used to go to my mom's house, and Martez was a baby. And his dad used to say, I don't like my kids over here. He said, it's a black cloud over this neighborhood. He always used to say it was a black cloud over that neighborhood. And I just used to be like, I used to just say, he just talking. But now I understand. It took years for him to pass for me to get it, because if I would have paid attention then, when he was telling me, keep my kids from over here, he did not want them in the neighborhood under no circumstances. He didn't want us going over there to visit. And then when I did have Ali, he did not want us over there visiting under no circumstances. We used to get into it about taking his kids in that neighborhood, and they was babies. I didn't understand, but now I understand. I get it now. I get it what he was saying. All these years, I get it. If I would have got it then, I would have never moved back over. Nowhere near it.
And it's crazy, like they were literally brought up over to where mine came at a teenage, and they, well, we from, how so? How y'all from over here? Just being affiliated by it, but what I can say is he was a bright young man. Like, it's not a time that I would see him and let me get $10. Buy me some lunch. He had a heart of gold. I don't know what he did.
He had no choice but to be respectful.
Man.
He had no choice. They say you don't know what your kids are doing when you're not around. I stood 10 toes behind him. It's not a human walking this earth could tell me he was disrespectful. He got smart with me. He cursed me out. No, he didn't. No, he didn't. He had no choice but to be respectful, because I used to teach him as a kid, respect is everything. It defines your character. It speaks volumes of who you are. You don't disrespect your elders. You don't get smart with your elders. You don't curse at your elders. You don't do that. You have a mother. Someone get out of line and they feel they could talk crazy with you, you call me. Well, see, we didn't have them problems because he was so respectful. He was mannerable. I have to say that about my son. He was very respectful. He had no choice.
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am.
He didn't have no choice. I didn't play that.
Like, it was amazing. Like, the young men that you brought up in this world.
I don't play that with him and Ali. Can't nobody tell me Martez cussed me out, Ali cursed me out. No, he didn't. I have to stand 10 toes behind
But I
them
don't. That's
because
why I don't
raised
understand.
them
Like,
that way.
I didn't even understand how they brought around the whole crowd because it was them two just so close.
Yeah.
Like, where did the stragglers come from? Like, you know what I'm saying? But
I used to tell Martez, you got to be cautious of who you choose to come in your life. They can say all the rumors they want to say. We know the truth. You know what I'm saying? I told him to stay from over there. I told him to stay away from them people. Because 90% of them don't care for me, so they most definitely
it ain't
don't.
the family. It's the family. They ain't care for the family.
They don't care for
Yeah.
my sons. So
Yeah.
you don't care for me, you don't care for my sons. And you know, my friend, I know she don't mind me saying this. I remember when my friend Shanetta lost Terrence. I was afraid. I was so scared because I didn't want to experience what she was going through. I was afraid that was too close. And then when Auntie Debbie lost Pooh, I was like, that's too close. I had fear in me. And then my friend Yvonne, her and Michi, when they lost their son, because I seen this lady. We lived in U City. She go back for her sons. You know what I'm saying? Leaving work and just to know all these mothers that I'm connected to. I was afraid. Like fear started. I was afraid. And I would just pray. But I would ask him to stay from over in that area. And everybody knew I didn't want him over there because people would call me. They'll be like, I just seen him. I just told him I'm getting ready to call you. He hurry up and left.
Yeah. That's how Larry was.
And I called his phone.
Larry literally told them, his friends from down there, like, if y'all see him from over here, run him from over here. Like, he not from down here. He is not to come down here. He is not to come down here.
I'll say this much, they hurt me. They hurt me bad. I want to say something so bad about one of them individuals because when I heard that he was involved, it blew me. You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't call me Pam. You called me TT. You know what I'm saying? And for you to do that to me, that crushed me. Every day, like I try to put on the front, you know, because I don't want Ali to see me how I am, how I be feeling. But every day, like every single day, I just don't wish this on nobody.
It's the worst.
It's the worst pain ever.
I call her day and she be, you can call me, I'm up, I'm talking about every days I don't sleep. Or, since you woke, I need to talk. The middle of the night, like, and she'll let me know, like, it's okay. And it goes back to you saying, like, it's almost like a feeling like, I kind of think I did feel it, or it was like, you can never prepare yourself. You get what I'm saying? But if I was in your shoes at that moment, I would want you to do me how, you know what I'm saying? And I may have missed a day or two. Ain't no week gonna go past and I ain't sis. I may be getting on your nerves, or I love you, and it was just that connection. And it was literally maybe 6 months later.
And you know what? It's people I thought would have stood by me to the end with this. And they the ones I don't even hear from anymore. They don't call me. They don't text me. I know they have their own problems. You get what I'm saying? But I'm afraid of how I feel now because I don't care. Like, I'm afraid of the new me. Like, I told my cousin, we call her Red, but her name Trina. I said, don't nobody know me. Nobody knows me.
It's a new
Can nobody who know me from the past say, girl, I know you? No, you do not.
Ooh.
I'm a whole
And
different person.
I had to explain that to you in a hard way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're not wrong, sis. Like, if can't nobody understand your feelings and the type of person that you developed to be, because your whole life has changed. It's not normal anymore. So today I may be one person, tomorrow I may be, somebody different, but
I'm gonna tell you something. I search for laughter. I have 2 co-workers / friends. I have grew to love these 2 women, Teresa and Markeisha. When I tell you they keep me laughing, it's like they medicine for my life because I look for laughter. I don't want to sit nowhere crying and balled up. That's how people want to see me. They want to see me balled up, crying, depressed, not combing my hair, not keeping my appearance up. I'm not going to do that because that's not what my son wanted. My son couldn't stand depression. If you depressed and you looking
he don't want
sad,
you around.
he's not getting ready to be around you.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to do that to myself. I look for laughter.
But you know what? That's how I am now. Like, I can walk in a room and it be the energy. If the energy is off,
It messes with
turning
my
around.
mood. Yeah,
I'm
it
turning
messes with
around.
my mood.
Devil will get up off of me. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm really not. Like,
I can't adjust my feeling. I cannot adjust how I feel for nobody. I remember when it first happened, September the 23rd, when my friend Shanetta called me. I had left my auntie birthday party.
I sent you in all blood.
And when she called me and she said, Pam, have you talked with Martez? I said, Shanetta, what's wrong with my son? She said, you need to get down here. I said, what's wrong with my son? That's all I kept saying. Everybody knows me, I don't like fast driving. When I tell you I ran lights, stop signs, went around cars, I never drove like that in my life. And when I got to that scene, and I seen that car take off, that broke me. But something left me. I hate white Genesis. I hate white cars. You cannot even pull up in front of my house. If you got a white car, you cannot come to my house. I hate white cars. I hate them with a passion. When at first I said I wasn't gonna talk about it.
Okay, go ahead.
But I'm gonna talk about it.
I love it. I love it.
When I got there, and I seen it's Shanetta was there. When I seen her, I seen this look in her eyes. I seen this look in her eyes. I seen this look in her eyes. Like, I felt the look in her eyes in my soul. And when they asked me to come, did I want to see my son in that car, I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't do it. But when I heard everybody screaming, and I knew they took him out that car. I knew they did because everybody started screaming. It was just like nothing worked inside of me. My heart wasn't beating. It was just like, I was just there. I was there. I didn't sleep from September the 23rd to March the 22nd. On March the 22nd, I was standing by my dresser and I said, Lord, because I go to therapy. So my therapist, she was like, your brain is traumatized. She wanted to do a shock treatment. I wasn't gonna let her do that. No, she was trying to convince me to get this shock treatment. She was like, because my brain is traumatized and that's why I couldn't sleep. So on March the 22nd of 2024, I said, Martez, your mother needs some rest. My body can't take it no more. It was like something came over my body. And I went to sleep that night. I got sleep for 3 days. The 4th day, I dreamed. It was like my bed, but it felt like I wasn't dreaming. But it was like he jumped in my bed and I looked and he was smiling and I reached for him and it was like he was gone and I just broke down and I was like, I'm not going back to sleep. I'm like, because I don't like dreaming about him. I heard people say they like dreaming about it. I don't like dreaming about myself. That's not doing nothing for me. That's not helping me. So if I dream about him one night, I won't go to sleep for some days because I don't want to dream about him. I feel his presence. I be feeling his presence. I remember I keep his door locked to his room. I haven't like moved anything. Like, everything is still the same. Um, God is my witness. I got up and went in the kitchen. His door is locked to his room, so can't nobody get in his room. I had my sister Toya to come and change the knob so I could lock it. I come back in my room. This is my remote, and this is. I went in because Ali don't live with me. He got his own house, but he still, the room. Martez didn't live with me, but he still got a room. So I went into Ali's room. I'm seeing Ali remote is on his table. I just broke down. I'm not ashamed to like cry. I don't care. The world can see this. Me and my baby was so close. We talked about everything. I used to say, I get off the phone with him, I be like, this boy tell me everything. Like, for us talking about the girls and everything. I remember one time, I taught them that women supposed to bath every day. I'm like, don't mess with no woman. If she don't take no bath every day, you don't want to be involved with her. A woman's body is supposed to stay clean. He was 17. He called me one day. He said, what's up, Mom? I said, nothing. What you doing? He say, oh, this girl house. Hey, didn't you tell me women supposed to take baths every day? I said, yes, Martez. He told me, hey, I told her she stink. I said, don't do that. I said, that's so rude. He said, hey, I love you, Mom. I'm finna call you in a second. It wasn't even a minute. He called me. He was like, I ain't finna be sitting over there with her, Mom. She stink. You told me a woman's supposed to take a bath. Women are supposed to be clean. I said, boy, you don't hurt nobody's feelings. He said, I couldn't help it, Mom. I wasn't finna be over there like that. I just think about a lot of little things with us. But I'm going to let you go ahead so you can ask me the questions.
You didn't did majority of it. I love it. I love it.
Just
I told you straight from the heart. I told her, I said, listen, I have to mentally prepare myself for this session because she'll have me cutting onions in this room. Yeah. Breaking down.
But I'm going to say this.
There we go. Come on, man.
To the people grieving mothers and fathers, we can't help it. We can't help it. We could just be laughing and something in the pit of our belly. We just get sick. We could be eating and we could just lose our appetite. We could just be riding and we could just break down and cry. This is something that we can't control. I hate this when people say this to me. I know how you feel. I lost my mama. I lost my dad.
A totally different feeling.
I lost my cousin. I lost my brother. You haven't lost a child.
Man.
And until you lose a child, I remember when I lost my little brother. That messed us up.
The whole family.
Everybody.
Still is for the longest.
Everybody know how close we were with him.
Close.
Everybody know how we love him. Everybody know. It ain't nothing like when you lose your child.
Man, I tell people that all the time. It's a terrible feeling. I had called Pam maybe 2 weeks ago because I went to church. The next day, that Sunday, I went to church for the first time. I felt that I needed it. I said, I kind of like blame myself. Not on how he passed or the way he passed, but it was like me and my kids' father's quarrel. And I said that because Larry, I was like the golden child. And I'm saying it because
Stop right there on the golden child. I want to say this.
Say it.
I know a lot of people beliefs. I don't tell nobody who to believe in and what to believe in, but I know God is real. And everything that God says, it stands. See, us as people, we don't want to hear the whole truth about God. We just want to hear about how he blessing us with houses and cars and the material things. But we don't want to stand on what his word say. He said, I'm a jealous God. Bragging, putting your kid on a pedestal. I did that. I did that. And I believe that's a part. That's why I've been cautious with Ali. If anybody call me and start trying to brag on, I cut them off. No, baby, I don't want to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because God say don't put nobody before me. But even though I raised them as they was growing up, that God was first. But it was like I catch myself praising my kids. You know what I'm saying? And you don't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna have some people. They gonna say, try to change it. Well, I'm just bragging on what they doing to a certain extent.
Yeah.
To a certain extent, you can praise them into what they doing. But for this constantly boasting and bragging and praising, I'll never do that again.
Yeah.
I'll never.
It's horrible. It's horrible.
Yes.
And you know, the life of Martez, it would never. You can't compete where you can't compare. And you lost a son, which you still have one. I lost my own. So Martez was your firstborn, Larry was my firstborn. So he made it more efficient, or he made you, prepared you more for Ali. Even though ain't they like Irish twins or something? Like, pay him out.
They're a year apart.
Pay him. It's not a year.
Yes, it is.
How many months is it?
Ali Martez's birthday is January the 17th, and Ali's January the 19th. But they are a year apart. They are a year apart. I never seen them look alike, as everybody say they was twins, until one day Ali was over to the house, and we was sitting in the kitchen. And he was at the sink. And that's the first time ever seen it to where they look alike. And I just stared at him and I just was like, damn, I seen Martez at that sink. I've never seen what everybody else see. They look like twins. They don't look like twins to me. But this one in particular time, I was in the kitchen and Ali was over. And I seen it. And I said, damn. It's like Ali and I can't talk about Martez. It's hard. Like, we can't talk about him. We said very few words about him when it first happened.
And that's probably why you said, you sure Ali coming?
I knew he was.
I knew he was. I tried to juice it up. I knew he wasn't.
I knew it, but I didn't want to spoil your mood.
No, it's okay.
I knew it wasn't because if you mention his brother to him, he'll hang up on you.
It's okay.
Yeah, he don't. Now, if I don't know who he's comfortable with that he talks about him, but we can't do it.
Right.
Like, because see, we was close. Everybody know Pam, Martez, and Ali. Like, we were close.
Yes.
And like, for you to do that to us, you don't have to care about what you did to me. You don't have to. But one thing I know about God, he fight battles, and he a God of war. And I don't have to have nobody to do nothing, because God will turn your life upside down. And I'm just sitting back watching. I'm just sitting back watching. They broke me. You know, I get up, I walk past his door, and I just shake my head. Certain music I can't listen to. I like that Fantasia song, When I See You. He know I used to like that song. He'll send it to me. I can't listen to that song. When her and Anthony Hamilton was here, getting ready to come, and you know how they play the commercials, I was just so glad it was over. It's just so much things I can't listen. Like where my son got killed at, I can't go down that way. I ain't rolled down that way since it happened. I can't go that way. I just don't even want to see that area. You know, I just don't want to see it.
And like you said, it can be a thought, just that thought that comes by, and you to even imagine. You know what I'm saying? Like, who wants to imagine it? Like, I didn't even, when they asked if I wanted to see Larry, I wanted to remember my son the last time how I seen him. I don't want to see him laying there knowing that I can't take my baby home.
It's a pain, unexplainable pain.
I didn't want to see that. I didn't go back there.
I
And I didn't let nobody else go back there.
I have to like acknowledge all these people. You know what I'm saying? Like a young lady I went to school with, Angela House, how she lost her son. Martez friend T, like the relationship him and his mom had, and then you know he left. He had kids that he was an awesome dad to. You know it just so many people that it's just sad. It's sad. And I remember Martez. I used to tell him, I want you to stay out that neighborhood. You gotta stay from over there. Like, them people don't like you. They don't like you. And it was nothing I could tell him about this young man, Jerry. It was nothing, which I didn't tell him to stay away from him, but if Jerry was the reason, little Jerry was the reason that he went there, that's why he was over there. And I used to just hate him being in that neighborhood because it cost him. The light not bothering me.
It's not bothering you?
No.
Boom. There you have
Because
it.
he told you to DM me for me.
And the first again, that was him telling me she said she don't want the light in my face.
I will call his phone. I had his location. I said, why are you in that neighborhood? Why are you on Fountain? I'm over here with little Jerry. And she's like, okay. Like, who you over in that neighborhood with? I'm over here with little Jerry. Like, okay. I was like, Lord, keep me covered. I'm going to say this, though. I want the world to know this. See, he was hard-headed, too. He had perfect teeth.
Man.
He went to the dentist. Our dental, because I'm going to tell you what I'm getting ready to say, because I said this to the police. So I repeated this to the police several times, what I said. Let's go. Martez was very hard-headed. He was the type of person, if you tell him don't do it, he don't do it. That's just how he was. He just took risks in life. He had perfect teeth. Went to the dentist. She told him, Martez, you do not need braces. He goes and get braces anyway. The day they killed my son, he was in a whole lot of pain. I told this to the police and the detectives. That night, he was in a whole lot of pain. He was on his way home. I told the homicide, I told the sergeant of homicide, and I told the police. I said, if my son wasn't in all that pain that night, and he was alert, and he seen them, I wouldn't have been the only person over there. Somebody else would have been laying on that gas station lot, and y'all would have had paddy wagons and all out there, because we wouldn't have been the only family out there crying and hearing my family scream. That's just be my mindset at times, because I know if they would have allowed him to see them, my son wouldn't have been the only person died that night. They know it. Yeah. They know it. Yeah. They know it. They know it. Yeah. And when they killed my son and they left, they was nervous until they got the phone calls, people saying he was gone. Then they inhaled and they exhaled. Yeah. And they took a deep breath because they was relieved, because they know if he was still living, they knew it was going to be a problem. I don't condone violence. You know, I don't condone violence. But God knew what my child was going to do. It was nothing nobody could have told.
And he didn't bother nobody. But if he'd have made it through there,
I have angry days, bad angry days. Like yesterday, I was so angry, I didn't even want to talk with no one. I'm not answering my phone because I'll say the wrong thing. So when I feel like that, it's certain people like I'll talk with, but I'm not talking. Like I talked to my friend Markeisha last night, because I know I'm gonna get on the phone with her. She gonna say something. It's gonna make me laugh no matter how I feel. You know what I'm saying? What I don't understand is I want to say something about the justice system. So many crimes will be solved, but it's this you a snitch thing, and then next thing you know, they telling everything that you said. Then people got access to people's paperwork, so don't nobody want to come forward about nothing because they gonna get exposed because the justice system ain't protecting nobody. They ain't protecting nobody. The justice system is not protecting to serve, only to a certain extent. It is so many grieving mothers and fathers that want justice for their child, and you can't even get it. It's sad. And I'm just sick of the violence, the guns. How you just have access to just walk around with a gun? Like, that is so ludicrous. That's why I don't be so adamant to vote for these people, because they're only being voted in for us to destroy each other, and we don't even see it.
And we don't see it.
We don't even see it
at all.
We don't see it. We so blind, we don't even see it. It's
killing
okay.
Killing our own kind.
The Ku Klux Klan, they ain't got to do.
No.
These people cracking jokes saying once this man gets signed in the office, they gonna take us back to slavery. No, they not. Because this Ku Klux Klan and all of them sitting back saying they gonna kill each other. So we ain't gotta do nothing. Ain't no slavery. They gonna kill each other. You got parents condone the stupidity with their kids. You got parents be in on the stupidity with their kids. You have parents that allow the stupidity with their kids. So the gun violence, a lot of it it's ridiculous. Like, it's okay to walk around with a gun? Crazy.
And the crazy part about it is I actually have one, but it's for my protection. I'm not out flashing it. I don't want to get into it with nobody to where I have to harm nobody. So anything that got to do with drama, beef, just downright, I walk into rooms and it's the energy. I don't want to put myself in a predicament because I can't go to jail. I don't want to go to jail, and I don't want to lose my life because I have a grandbaby and I have 2 other kids to worry about. So
I see, I just can't even think of the names offhand. I see so many Stop the Violence organizations where they have it on Facebook. I'll go look, like for instance, the man Mike Brown, how they Stop the Violence, all these organizations. You have few shares and few likes.
yeah,
Why the support ain't skyrocket? Because they're out here trying to stop the violence. It's just ridiculous. But let it be something where
ignorant, a girl shaking her butt,
somebody got somebody fighting, or it's a shoot. It's gonna go viral,
real viral. And then they don't even have respect about people's loved ones no more. They getting up on the body, recording it, taking pictures. Where is you exposing somebody's life? Live lifeless on the ground, or however the situation may be. Like, that is crazy to me.
I've learned now in these days of time, it's no integrity.
Yeah,
it's no integrity. Nobody has any compassion. Nobody cares until it happens to them. And then when it happens to them, then they understand. Like, there's no way my friend Shanetta son should have been killed. There's no way Auntie Debbie's son should have been killed. There's no way your son should have been killed because you couldn't win a fight. There's no way my son shouldn't have been killed. There's no way Wink's son, it's a big old fight and he lose his life. There is no way Angela House's son should have been killed. There is no way T should have been killed. There's just no way. Like, this should not have happened. There's no way my cousin Ramel, you lose your life. There's no way. Like, come on now, we gotta do better. They sitting back, they laughing at us. They don't care about us. I don't care who you is, baby. You can have all the money in the world. If you this color, you still limited. You still limit. They don't care about us. And all we do is we put each other down. We go against each other. When I lost Martez, certain individual, I thought, you know, we used to be cool. It's okay. I have no problem with nobody. You want to put my name and stuff. I'm grieving. Why is you mentioning me? Where is the compassion? You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have, my son told me when he see you, you speak with him. You know what I'm saying? I don't have energy for that. I'm grieving. I hear so much stuff. You know, people get mad and you go dig him up, and I ain't like him because he thought he was better, so he stopped coming around. He thought he was better. No, he didn't. His mother told him to stay from over there. And if he would have listened, guess what? He'll still be here. But he didn't listen to me. You know what I'm saying? People that I had love for have said such hurtful things, and it didn't got back to me. Am I going to approach it?
You know, the one thing that I hate about my son passing is I kind of wish that I would have gotten cremated.
That never crossed my mind. That never crossed my mind. I remember when I was doing his services, and so many people was calling me, "Can I come?" No. Why? Because I said
And
so.
you told me, you said, sis, please don't give it out. I said, I promise I won't.
I meant what I said. I didn't have his funeral private.
And that auntie that loved him so dearly, she was at the door. Where do you know him from?
I didn't have it be private because I was afraid. Because when I tell you my heart has left my body,
And went straight there.
it don't beat. It don't beat. So it didn't beat no fear. You wasn't standing over my son and you had an issue with him. While he gone, you still gonna respect him. You know what I'm saying? And the things that people said, it's okay. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember my grandmother, she was a wise old lady, and she used to say a lot of little things to us. And she said that she used to tell us the same thing make you laugh can be the same thing make you cry. So I just sit back. Shanette, I remember she told me, she said, you just gotta sit back. She said, sit back and watch God fight this battle for you. You got to sit back. You got to be quiet. So that's why I don't go back and forth. If they don't say nothing to nobody, let them be great.
I was surprised when you went live the other day and addressed
you're not gonna
the
play.
issue.
You're not gonna play with this.
I said, oh, sister, let her down.
They not gonna.
Because she don't do social media.
I don't do all that.
She too.
But you gonna.
Ain't never did social media.
You gonna respect my son no matter what. You gonna respect his name. And you not gonna put no false accusations on his name because it's not true. So I still have to stand for him. But at first I wasn't gonna do this, but I was like, okay, Martez, I'm gonna do it. You know, y'all like this live stuff, so I'm gonna do it for you. I'm gonna get on here and I'm gonna talk about you and just let the world know that either way it goes, you're not here, we still win. We still winning. We still winning. But the violence has to stop. I've never seen a generation of people that has to shoot everything. You could just tell they scary. Because when I was growing up, yes, it was gang violence, but it was people fought. If you got an issue, I don't condone no violence. You know what I'm saying? People fight. Like I'm going to say another... lady I grew up with over in that neighborhood, we call her Scramble. You know how she lost her daughter. That was Scramble's only daughter. You know what I'm saying? That was her. She don't have no other kids. That was her only daughter. And it's like, I could see the hurt in their eyes. I remember I was in, is that North Oaks on Natural Bridge? I had seen Wink and Michi. And anytime I would see Michi, like, he'll be like, hey, what's up, Canada? But it's like, it's a difference in them now since they lost their son. You could just see I could see the hurt in the parents' eyes now that I'm on this side. I could see the hurt in their eyes.
Man that lost his daughter?
No, her name is Yvonne.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy. Like, the violence gotta stop.
Yeah.
Support the organization that's trying to stop the violence. It has to stop.
I wouldn't wish this seat on nobody.
Yes, we losing.
I wouldn't.
Just killing each other. We're just killing each other. We're losing. We're straight losing. We're not winning. We're not winning. We're losing. It's unfair. It's unfair to us who has lost kids. And it's unfair to for the parents who kids got to go do life in jail because you took somebody's kid life. Yeah. It's unfair. And then you want to be down with a neighborhood. These people don't care about you.
They don't.
Go ahead and get life and watch how they leave you hanging.
They ain't gonna take care of your kids. They ain't gonna put no money on your books.
At all. My grandchildren. My granddaughter. She was having encounters. I was looking at a video. My little granddaughter, JC, Martez, oldest daughter. I was looking at a video this morning where her mom sent me, and she was like, "Hey, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy." Now he didn't pass, and she was like, "Hey, Tez," and she said, "I'm sorry. I love you." It was like her mama said, "Who you talking to, JC?" She said, "I'm talking to my daddy." She looking out the car window, and she was like, "Daddy, I love you." And she was like, "Oh, Mama, where my daddy go? He gone." It's like she was sending me videos showing me how she's having these encounters with seeing my son. Yeah, y'all took that from us.
And how many children did
Martez had? He had 3 kids, 2 girls and 1 boy.
And how old are they?
3, 2, and 2, if I'm not mistaken. It hurts me to see them. It hurts me to
That's how it is with my grandson.
It hurts me to the core of my soul to see them.
My brother just came home from prison like 2 weeks ago, and he lost his son April before mine. And when I seen him was his first time seeing me, he gave me a big hug and he wanted to listen to all these rap songs that Larry had made. But we sat in the car going to get my grandson. This was New Year's Eve. So we sat in the car, we driving down going to get my grandson. Hey, Queen. We sat and he said, "Sister, I don't mean to say this." He said, "But I'm jealous of your life." And I said, "Why would you say that?" He said, "At least Larry don't left you a grandson. I don't have nothing."
You know, I hear people say that to me. They be like, "But he left you." It's
still
hard.
not the same.
Yeah,
it's definitely not the same.
It's really hard.
Like we love our grandchildren, but it's definitely not the same.
I be want to keep them, and then I just be like, "I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it." Because I have to protect my sanity. But like they'll FaceTime me, I talk with them, but it's just too much for me. Because I'm trying to get this he gone part. You know what I'm saying? I can't go to the cemetery. I don't have the courage for the cemetery. I have to have my sister to do things for me pertaining to the cemetery because I can't go to the cemetery. I'm trying to figure out how is my son in the cemetery. Like my phone don't be ringing. Like when Halloween came, every year he will always, everybody know I'm terrified of Michael Myers. Every Halloween he would send me a Michael Myers and the music playing. And I'd be like, my stupid self, I forgot it was Halloween. And then next thing you know, he'll send me laughing emojis. Or if I need my hair done, he would be like, "What's wrong with your head? You don't got no money? You want me to get your hair done?" And I'd be like, "Boy, I'm getting my hair done. I have a hair appointment. When? You don't think she'll what's your hair appointment? You a lady. You don't supposed to walk around with your head looking like that." I miss my son because he had such a sense of humor. And him and Ali would get into it. They'll argue, and he will mess with Ali. He always mess with Ali. Always mess with Ali. And then when they get to arguing, you taking his side. You taking his side. Because that's your favorite. Because that's your favorite. I don't have no favorite. We think it's thieves. You not my favorite. He not my favorite.
Three amigos.
Hey, it's us. Like if it ain't nobody, it's us. And I instill that in them.
And but that's why I said even growing up, like you, Martez, Ali, like you would not see one without the other.
Yeah, and I just be looking in my son's eyes. He's so hurt. Like that, our life is different. Like our life is different now. You know, you might got some people clapping and happy we going through this, but that's okay, baby, because be careful on your laughs.
Man, you
and be
sure
careful
better.
with your claps.
You sure
Because
better.
God will have you going right through what we're going through. Because it don't feel good. It don't feel good.
I actually had to stop even responding to, like, you know, I went viral on TikTok, and people were just saying the most mean stuff, like, but you had time to put on Barberries. Well, what would you have preferred? Or why are you in a limousine? Like, that ain't part of a package. I had to block it out
See,
because
that's why I won't
It's-
do things
ooh.
like that, because I think I need anger management now. Because I can be at 0, but I'll go to 1,000 real quick. This not me. Anybody really know me, know I'm not violent
at all.
But since I lost my son, it's whatever.
You
Well,
take it back.
whoever. So that's why I be selective of who I talk with, who I communicate with, because I'm in a messed up space. Like I've heard somebody said when my son passed, I guess they called me, because I don't remember all the phone calls.
Yeah,
You don't remember that. You lose your child. How the heck you remember who called you? I didn't come to the funeral because you didn't call me back, huh? Lose your child and see if you return calls. How the heck I'm gonna return a call? I don't even remember half of the people. The barber, Rashid, I had asked him, I said, why you didn't come? He said, Pam, I was right in your face talking with you. I gave you a hug and everything. Don't remember. So how am I remember to return a phone call? See,
and that's them people that be selfish, making it about them.
oh girl, I done had, let me tell you, I done had people say mean things to me. And guess who it was from? The church people. They say they the meanest ones. The people who ain't saved is the ones who been showing me compassion and sticking by my side. But them church people, oh baby, they cold as ice. They cold as ice. They cold. But people don't get it until it's their time. Because my son, your son, everybody child that I've named, Shanetta, Auntie Debbie, Wink, our sons ain't going in the world's Guinness Books of Record. We all got to get up out of here.
Yeah, one day.
Just don't know when.
Just don't know.
I was talking to Larry. This is exactly what he said to me. He said, hey, I understand now when I've heard older people say, let them go before they kid. He told me, he said, I straight wish I would have died first.
Yeah. And he really like lost himself for a minute. He did.
You lose yourself.
Yeah. You know, like really.
You lose yourself.
Like really.
You have to have a support system to help you through this. This is no joke.
It's not.
You know, you have people, they don't have compassion. I've had people tell me, Pam, that's my biggest fear, I'm afraid of it. Like, yeah.
And it should be.
Be it. Let it be it. Don't live your life like it can't happen to you. Because
Anybody.
it can.
And it's worse. I lost my father in 2001. Love him dearly. That pain ain't no, baby. It ain't even 1/3 of the pain I feel with my son.
Oh Lord, I'll tell you. I think the second night he passed, I was having this real bad pain, and it was bad, and I was just like, I'm gonna have to call the ambulance. That's what I was, the pain. For 3 days, I was having this pain. I started talking to different individuals who have lost a child. I was like, I felt like I was having contractions over again. And all of them said, I experienced the same thing. I'm like, that's deep. You have contractions when they're born, and you have contractions when they pass. That's deep.
Yeah.
It's something that leaves you when you lose your kid. Like, I don't talk to people tell me, and don't ask me, don't tell me I'm gonna be all right, and please don't ask me how I'm doing. That boils my blood.
Real bad.
Because you know how I'm doing. You may not understand. Just say hello to me, and I don't like good morning. I look over good morning. Don't say good morning to me, because
What's good about it?
yeah, don't say good morning to me. But do I walk around depressed? No. Do I walk around looking sad? No. I keep it in until I get in my long time. But if I be in my moods,
I think the worst is for me is for somebody to say you strong.
mine is
What makes them think that I'm strong?
exactly because you not breaking down. That's just like I'm gonna go to my cousin Nisi when she lost my cousin Lil Junior. And I just seen my cousin, she was so different. You know what I'm saying? And then it was like my cousin Lil James, he used to come over to the house sometime to cut their hair. And he would say it was a certain way he would act with Martez. He was like, because Lil Junior is Lil James' nephew. So he would be like, he would remind me so much of Lil Junior. And I could just see like this hurt in my cousin's face because Martez is reminding him so much of him. And just to see how my cousin have to keep going and be busy in life because of what she experienced. I pay attention, you know what I'm saying? My cousin stay going, you know what I'm saying? She stay on the go. You gotta stay on the go. I can't, when I'm on my off days, I can't sit in the house.
Me neither.
I cannot sit in the house.
Ooh,
I used to could before I lost Martez. I'd be like on my off days, I'm gonna relax, I'm gonna watch me some Lifetime old movies. I can't, I gotta get outside, I gotta go somewhere, I gotta go to the grocery store, I gotta go to the mall, to the clothes, I gotta do something. I gotta stay on the go. It did that, me losing him did that to me. I see why when that first happened to Shanetta, she stayed on the go. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand, but now I understand why Shanetta and my cousin Nisi stayed on the go.
So
Like,
my cousin Donita Bush, I want to say this was probably maybe 3 weeks ago. She got a phone call, and this is the person that's been there for me for thick and thin. I'm talking about every day of this, and she loves me, my favorite cousin. Okay, so she gotta be like maybe 6, 7, about 7 years older than me. You know what I'm saying? But she's up there. Her son, she moved to Texas for her kids to have a better life. And her son was standing in front of the school, and a mentally challenged child shot up. I guess at the school, and he got shot, I want to say 3 times. And she said all she could think about was me. But her son pulled through. So she said her anxiety and everything, she said she don't know what to do now. She's even traumatized to even leave the house because she's afraid of something. She said, cuz I can just imagine what you're going through right now. It's crazy.
I be hearing people say how somebody, they got shot up so many times and they shot here, shot there, they shot here, shot there. And I'll be like, wow, but my son.
That's the same thing I feel. Like my son was all low, like he got shot in the abdomen, twice in the leg and in the butt. So it was like I heard people saying they got shot in the head or they got shot here and here and they traveled, but they still heard like the second chance. And my son didn't get that. He didn't get that.
Violence. I don't know what it's gonna do to stop it because it makes no sense. I see parents arguing, going to fights with their kids. We don't even have no role models no more. I remember growing up when they said it took a village to raise a child. Your neighbors could say something to you. Now if you say anything to these girls, they cussing you out. I remember growing up with the gang members. But the gang members I grew up with, they was respectful.
And people was off limits.
If they seen your mom or your dad, yes ma'am, no sir. These kids today, oh baby, this generation from the 20s on down, they horrible. They're horrible. So it's like, will the violence stop? Can the violence stop? It needs to stop. Too many hearts are being broken because of violence.
And again, nobody wants to sit in these terms.
Yes, you don't want to experience this.
This pain is something totally different from a boyfriend, a baby daddy, a mother, a sister. in anything, you lose a child,
It's a different type of pain.
different.
It doesn't feel good. I went in his room, uh, what's today, Friday? I went in his room Wednesday. I just seeing all his shoes and I just shook my head. It's a water bottle he had the last time he was there. I ain't even touch it. It's still there. I'll never throw that water bottle away. It was a dry towel he used. And I normally say, boy, put them towels in the dirty clothes. But for some reason, I ain't say nothing about that dry. I'll never wash that dry towel.
You know what's crazy? I don't think my mama realized. She made a statement to me the other day because the shoes that he passed away in, I have them. And she said, you gotta be out of your mind.
I asked the detective for his things, and he was just like, Miss Wilson, a lot of people do that. He said, I don't think you should do that to yourself. He was like, it's here, but I don't think you should do it to yourself. I don't
see,
want this stuff.
guess what? You still have stuff of Martez. When I lost Larry Hines, they came to my house. I wasn't in the right state of mind. They took everything.
Let me tell you something.
Ooh, I threw a fit.
Let me say this to you. I'm a different type of person. I came on this live because we're talking about violence and how to stop violence in the peace. I put a lock on his door because if anything would have came up missing, I probably would have ended up on America's Most Wanted if it still exists because I would have snapped because I'm not myself.
Yeah.
So that's why I put that lock on that door, because if you touch anything of his, it's like that. It's nothing you could tell me.
Everything
and I'm not a violent
was
person.
gone, from the money
But
to the
why
clothes
would you
to
take?
the shoes.
Why would you do that? I can't stand a thief. Why would you come in somebody's house and take this grieving woman's child stuff?
And then I wasn't in my right state of mind. So when it happened, it was like
Yes, I still have. I have a lot of things.
no. That's the only thing that I have is his shoes, and it's like
I don't have the heart to give it away. Like, I don't have the heart to give. I don't want to see nobody in my son's stuff. I'm gonna wear his stuff. I'm gonna wear his jackets. I'm gonna wear his jogging suits. I'm gonna wear his t-shirts. I wish I could wear his shoes. Can't wear his shoes, but I'm gonna wear his stuff because I gotta represent him. And it's just so. I think I was thinking about him picking me up from work this one in particular day, but he sent his friend T to give me the day before. And I think T had like I think it's a Challenger, whatever that car, two-door car with all that noise. I hate cars like that. But when T picked me up from work, he started trying to drive real fast, and I was like, boy, you better slow down. I don't like all that stupid stuff. He like, okay, mine, slow me down. We drive me up. I told Martez, I said, don't pay T to come pick me up because I don't like all that noise. That car got on my nerve. And he picked me up from work. He called me. He said, I'm pulling up. I hurry up and got downstairs because I don't want my son sitting nowhere waiting for me because you got too many haters. You got a lot of people just don't value life and they just want to take from people because they don't have no drive or motivation in them. So he pulled up, I get in the car. No, he said, get in the front. I said, no, I'll sit in the front with y'all young folk. I'm going to get in the back. So I got in the back. We just having a conversation. We used to have good conversations where we laughing and stuff like that. So we just talking. We going down Union. We passed the police station. There was a paddy wagon truck on them. I was thinking about this because I have to think about things to make me laugh to prevent me from crying. So we see the police. He looking out his mirror. I said, stop looking out your mirror. I said, if I was the police, I'd flag you. Because you be looking all suspicious and looking like all suspect and stuff. So he like, I said, we good. Keep driving. Stop looking out your mirror. All I know is we going down yonder. He do like this. He sit up. He start adjusting his mirror. He started messing with the mirrors right there. He put both hands on the steering wheel. He said, I'm sorry, Ma, I gotta do it. I said, do what? He said, high speed chase. Boy, he was going so fast that I hopped. I was in the back. I hopped. I got down on my knees. I started praying. I was like, oh, God, help me. I said, you take care of foods and babies. He's a fool. I was like, I'm finna jump out. I'm trying to pray and decide if I'm going to jump out. I'm like,
And you in the back seat of a two-door.
I'm like, I'm about to break my arms. And then I was like, oh, Lord, they're going to have us on VLP news. Son and mom at high-speed chase. They're going to take my weave out. I was like, please, God. I was just praying. I was like, I can't believe he doing this to me. I said, you done became disrespectful. All of a sudden, you start going faster and faster and faster. I was like, oh my God. I was like, Lord, please don't let us crash. I said, don't let the police mace us and hit us with no sticks and stuff. We got the river in West Florida. He slowed down. And he was laughing. He said, I was just playing. I said, you ain't got to worry about me getting in no car with you no more. I said, I was so stressed out, I was shaking. He was like, Mom, you soft. I said, soft? I said, so it's fun to be in high speeds? I said, boy, I'm stressed out here. Let them get me out this car. I was so stressed out. But what I was killed to go back to the high speed chase pranks. And I just miss my baby so much, like, and it feels good to talk about him. You know what I'm saying? I remember he asked me. He said he was locked up. He said, Mom. I said yes. He said, is my daughter cute? I said, yeah, she cute. I said, you be asking dumb questions. He said, nah, because you know she probably be ugly, because you know people be saying they kids cute and they be looking like they son from the zoo. I was like, these just the things I miss about him. He used to say the craziest stuff. Like, he just had such a sense of humor. Like, that was my boy. That was my boy. He would just start stuff with Ali, and I'd be mad, and he'd be like, he's soft. Shut up. I'd be like, you better leave my son alone. Like, because our house was not depressed. Yeah. Like, we ain't living depressed. Yeah. And you could, in our house, Pam, Martez, and Ali, we ain't go days, baby. We ain't go a day without talking to each other. If I made Martez upset, if he made me upset, if he made Ali upset, or Ali made him upset, or they got me upset, I'll say 15 minutes. That's it. Mm-hmm. But going hours, we ain't do that. I ain't play that. I raised them. We all we got. We gotta love on each other. We gotta be there for one another. We can't be enemies. We all we got. So me and Ali lost that. You know what I'm saying? We lost it.
It was taken away from us.
Yeah, it was taken. It was. But I thank God for his friends. He still have friends. You know how they pass on. Oh, baby, he got some A1 friends. That's like, I thank God for them. All of them. They still check on me. Still make sure I'm okay. It's just, it's the text messages. It's the calls. I'm just checking on you. It means a lot. You know what I'm saying? Them text messages, they don't have to verbally call, but it means a lot. And I just say to the people who haven't lost a child, you gotta be patient with us. If you can't be patient with us and you can't respect what we're going through, just get away from us, because we cannot control it. We cannot control our emotions. I remember I was invited to something and I had called my cousin Niecy. And I was asking, I said, do you think I should go? She said no. She was like, don't go. She was like, because this is fresh to you. And I didn't go. And I remember when Larry passed, I told Larry, I said, I'm fighting to come. I said, but I gotta come. But when I was there, it was just so much for me. I had to leave, and I was just like, I can't go hang out with them. I can't do it. It's just too much for me. I can't do it. This baby just called me like a week ago, checking on me and asking me I'm okay, and then I get a phone call and he's gone. I'm like, this is too much, and my baby haven't been gone long enough. So like, I don't do funerals, and I'm scared to party now. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm scared to go to, like, I be getting invited to birthday parties and stuff. I don't go because I got to get past this fear, because when I was having a nice time, my son was getting hit. So I be getting these invites and I be want to go invites, but I just can't do it. I'm still in a messed up place. And I'm going to say this. There's so many people. I really thought just this situation here of me losing him, God showed me these people didn't mean you no good.
At all.
They didn't mean you no good.
At all.
They never meant you no good. Even though you hanging out with them and you growing up with them, because in my darkest moment, you not there for me, ain't no coming back. It's nothing you can tell me. There's no excuses. I don't hate anybody. I'm just afraid how I feel because I feel empty inside. And people that I once loved, I don't love anymore. That's crazy. So I be wondering, like, did I ever love them? Or is it because I lost my son and now you really showed me people that played a part in his life, like you didn't call me? You mean to tell me you couldn't pick your phone up? But I got a friend. I got 2 guy friends, baby. One of them is out of town and the other one here. Him and his wife. These been my friends since 5th grade. When I tell you, they're my friends, they're my friends. That one friend of mine that's here, I don't care what I go through. He's there for me. Do I talk to him all the time? No. I call his wife, and I ask her to have him to call me. But through this, that's my friend. You know what I'm saying? I know who my friends are now since I lost my son. I know who my friends are. And don't nobody owe me nothing. But to be in my life, loyalty is everything, because couldn't none of them people lose their child and I didn't reach out to them. Or I wasn't no support to them. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't. You couldn't have lost your child and I don't reach out and be no support system. We grew up together. We're supposed to be cool. But it's okay, you know? Life goes on. I can't focus on you anyway. Only reason I'm bringing it up because we're talking. But I'm just sick of the violence. I'm sick of it. It's just, I see a young lady I seen on VLP News, 24 years old, lost her life. What's the thing of taking people's lives? What are you getting out of killing people? What are you getting out of killing people? Why are so many killings? You know, these fights, jealousy, envy, it's just ridiculous.
It's real. It's definitely real.
Like, the violence has to stop. Support the organizations that's trying to stop the violence.
Mother's Broken Struggle is definitely going to go a little deeper, and I'm waiting on you to drop something, because I know you got something
I have something in the making. I'm just taking my time. My life, I don't control my life anymore. But I have a lot of things in the making. I just been silent about it. My Ali doesn't even know about it. I just been silent about it.
Because when I reached out to you, you said, that's crazy. I got something in the making too. But let me know.
But why not support you? I'm just gonna tell you how envy and jealousy plays a part. I had a childhood friend I grew up with. I know she's not gonna care about me saying her name. Her name, Fran. Some people call her Fran. She just had a grand opening in a restaurant. She got thousands of Facebook friends. But when she said her grand opening, she ain't get that many shares or that many likes. That's ridiculous. Jealousy and envy plays a big part in a lot of things. I pay attention to a lot of things. When people is progressing, no. But let it be some nonsense. You know what I'm saying?
Some gossip.
It shares. I just, I just gotta keep pushing. It's hard. It's really hard. It's like some nights I just get up. I still don't sleep good, but some nights I'll just get up and I just sit and think about my son. And then I just be like, I just can't believe it. Or like I look at Ring doorbell camera videos. Like I got one he was like, I don't like them new AirPods. They don't stay in your ear. I just kept playing his voice, you know what I'm saying? Just kept playing his voice, and I just look at his pictures and yeah, I just can't believe it. Like I miss the calls, I miss the text messages. I love you for life, crossing fingers, hearts, and I miss all that. I remember he would get on my nerves sometimes. I'd be like, I'm a raccoon your eyes. That was my favorite saying to him. Boy, I'm a raccoon your eyes, or you kept me on my toes. I just don't know. And I just don't know how, to adjust my emotions for other people anymore.
And you the one told me that don't adjust my feelings, my emotions to nobody.
Am I disrespectful? No. Do I talk crazy to people? No, because I don't want it done to me. But I stay in my own lane a lot, really. You know, I've always been the type, I don't hang with entourages. I don't need no entourage for me to go nowhere. But now, really, I be in my own space. I pay attention to a lot of things, you know what I'm saying? I had one person say to me, I got problems too. You do? Okay. So you got to be cautious of what you say to me also, because I will block you and you will never come up off of it. I will never mess with you again. So you have to be cautious. You know how you say, you have a disagreement with a person, y'all have a falling out, and then y'all get back cool. I don't do that no more.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how to care about what you think about me anymore. It's something deep about losing a child.
It's definitely
It's
a
unexplainable.
different road. I done met some amazing people, and I done lost some people that I thought was amazing. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, but I just want to say the violence has to stop. Even if we all have to come together, get an organization started, it has to stop. Why? You don't think it needs to stop because it ain't knocked on your door yet? You need to be trying to figure out something so it doesn't knock on your door. We all need to get together as one so the violence can stop. Support the organizations that's out here, get out here fighting to stop the violence. The violence has to stop. We're not winning, we're losing. Nothing cute about going to somebody's house and then you fight and somebody get killed. Nothing is cute about shooting at people and riding up and down the street, or nothing is cute about that. And then just because you shoot a gun, that don't mean you tough. You're happy you're scared to fight. Violence is violence. Fighting is violence, but if you want to fight, if you want to be violent, go to a gym, box, get the gloves, go get your boxing coach. Somebody to teach you to get that hateful energy. And then a lot of these people, they be going around doing this stuff because they be jealous of people's upbringing and how their household is. So they be intimidated. So they want to destroy, not even knowing, like, mentally this is what they're doing. The violence has to stop. It has to. It can't keep going. You have the kids, schools, all the shootings, they have to stop. It has to stop.
So, a mother that's dealing with so much hurt and pain, like, do you know or have any resources?
I'll say this. I think therapy is very important. I go to therapy on Mondays, and it helps. It really helps. Therapy helps. It helps. It does. I think go to therapy. You have to have someone that's gonna listen to you. Versus
and I haven't went, and I think I haven't went because I don't know. I would hate to be judged.
Let me tell you, see, you getting a misconception about therapy because they don't judge you. You just have to get a feeling, is this the right person for me? Like the lady I referred to you, if I could refer her to the whole world, I will.
What's her name again?
Debbie Bennett.
And where's she located?
Crossroads Counseling. They have one in U City and one in Creve Coeur. It's worth it. It is worth it.
I have to put it to you.
You have to. If you want to help yourself, you have to. You would be amazed. It's been plenty of times I walk up out of there and I feel free. I feel like something is lifted off of me. See, that's another issue with our race. We don't believe in that. Have your therapy. Our race don't do that. I have a therapist. We have a family attorney. Speed dial, call, text, or whatever. Our race don't believe in things like that. Yes, go to therapy. It is needed. It helps. Whoever say it doesn't, that's because they don't want help. You will never heal from this, but you want the help to get through life or going through this pain. Yes, go to therapy. It is needed. It helps. Even if I'll say this, just with life overall, if you haven't lost a child, life overall, get you a therapist. It helps you get through life.
I'm gonna have to take you up on that offer.
Yes.
Well, we're gonna cut this short. Thank you for coming, sis. I love you. And I'm waiting on you to come on with it. I'm here for it.
Due time.
I'm here for it.
I'm looking for the spring. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's a couple of
Keep your eyes
things
out.
representing my son Martez. And we just gotta stop the violence. It has to stop.
Yeah.
We gotta win. We've been losing for the longest.
Okay. Thank you. See you guys later. Thanks for joining in. See you next week on the Mother's Broken Struggle.